I'm going to give you a taste of what it's like out here. We're about in the middle of the Bay of Biscay. We've been sailing for 2 days now. Not much out here. Believe it or not, the barometer here is at 1033, which is really what's called a high pressure area. Normally in high pressure areas this big you'd have sunshine from a clear blue sky. Notice this is Winnie and Karsten sailing, so it's overcast. There's nothing out here. This is pretty much what you see. I'll give you a quick gander here. Double reef sail, which we've had ever since we left Cork. We've done about 300 nautical miles. And, I'll get back here a second. That's our chart plotter. I'm going to zoom in here. You can see we've got about 3.5 kilometers of water under the keel, and down there's nothing on the chart plotter in the lower left-hand corner, and that's because nobody's bothered to measure how deep the water is. That'll be something like 7 kilometers. We got the engine going because we've sailed into the center of that high pressure area, and the wind is just all over the place. We're trying to just make our way towards Spain. Now, Winnie's still got her Scottish bikini on. Oh, it's so bloody cold here at night that she's also put on a woolen cap. I mean, for Christ's sake, we're halfway to Spain. We're supposed to be in shorts, and we're on sweaters and woolen caps and winter gloves. And it's colder than goddamn hell out here. Oh, Christ, took me down to the tropics. As you might enjoy this is Friday morning on the Bay of Biscay. Got a little bit of wave action here. We're double reefed on both the mainsail and the foresail. These waves are 2 meters high or so. Every 7th wave, the famous 7th wave, that's about 3. We're doing 7 knots under double reef sails. We're literally flying, and the breeze handling us pretty well. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're on our 4th day at sea, and you can hear the motor maybe going in the background. No sails up. We're becalmed. Not a wind anywhere. Over there, although you can't see it, is Cabo Finisterre, which is the corner of Spain, and we've actually just passed that. So we're on our way south a bit here to a town called Bayona, and we've got maybe 80 nautical miles to go. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're sailing at about 7 knots. So we've got a good long 12 hours ahead of us, which means we'll be down around Bayona about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning if we keep the speed. Typical Winnie and Karsten. So we started off well with good weather. We ran into almost a gale out in the middle of, well, 2/3 of the way down Biscay. It was certainly blowing about 30 knots and barreling through the night at 30 knots, even with double reef sails, was not exactly the plan, and certainly was interesting as hell. And now we're becalmed. Although there are good things. For the first time, we are not dressed in full battle gear. I'm actually standing here in a polo shirt. See my bare arm there. Nothing out here. Not even any waves. Here we are in Bayona, Spain. Now, I'm taking this of Capri from the rear because you can then see full battle gear hanging there out to dry. The sun is shining. This is something new and completely different. We've not tried that this trip. It's hot. Actually, Winnie's asked me to put the bimini up so we can sit in the shade to have breakfast. We got in here this morning at 5:30 after almost 10 hours in heavy fog, where we literally couldn't see the front end of the boat practically. We had guesstimating, but we were probably down to where what we really could see was about 100 meters in front of us, maybe 150. So landing here was pretty tough. 4.5 days, 674 nautical miles later, and here we are. Bayona.